Hello, I'm Troy, and I just finished watching Spider-Noir on a new show is on Prime, starring Nicolas Cage as is it Nicolas Cage? I think it's just Nick Cage. I'm not gonna say Nicholas. I don't know him like that. As Ben Riley slash the Spider. This video will have spoilers, so if you just want to skip to the rating to see if it's even worth watching, go to this time code. All right, let's get into it. All right, and one more thing before we get into the review. I make stickers. I know this is a teeny tiny baby channel at the moment, but if you'd like to get some non-AI hand-drawn artwork done by yours truly, head to the yoRt.com. Take a look around. New stickers are posted every week, so if you don't see something that stands out to you right away, check back in a couple days. There's probably gonna be something there. I'm actually really excited for this June update. It's gonna be so much fun. But anyway, visit the yoRt.com if you want to support yours truly, get some actual art that AI has no fucking hand in, and yeah. All right, back to the video. Okay, so I didn't expect this show to be any good. Sony and all of its Spider-Man knockoffs are, notoriously dog shit. And then this also being announced that it was being released on Amazon Prime instead of with the rest of the MCU, like on Disney Plus. That was weird to me, but I liked the trailers, and I liked that the show would be released both in color and in black and white. That's pretty cool. And I liked Nick Cage's take on Spider-Noir in the Spider-Verse movies. Granted, he was just like a small role, kind of comedic, but it's fun. And Nick Cage is Nick Cage, so you give him any role and he'll kill it. So yeah, of course I'm gonna fucking watch it. Why the fuck not? Why wouldn't I watch it? Plus it's film noir. I fucking love that shit. And since they had it in the black and white version, I figured why not watch that one. And truthfully, I had no interest in seeing this in color. I wanted to watch it in black and white. So the day it came out, I sat down and I pressed play. And holy fucking shit. This was good. No, this was great. This was fucking great. Like, the fuck? This shit was deep, and it was heavy, and it was creepy, but also mysterious, and it was funny too. It was like everything a Spider-Man project should be, and everything like I want a TV show to be, something I'm watching. Like it balanced everything very well. I do have a couple of critiques, but only a couple. The music was way too modern at times, and it really took me out of it. I mean, this show is set in the 1930s, so I feel like it should have more like horns and piano and like jazzy type of stuff, but this shit had like remixed Amy Winehouse. I love seeing Spider-Man swinging around New York City again. That's great. It's been a minute since we fucking seen that in live action. But speaking of the quote unquote live action, a lot of times, even in the black and white version, like you could still tell that Spider-Noir was just swinging around, and he's very CGI. So is the city. And the CGI just kind of looked like video game stuff too. Like it wasn't good. But I mean, it got the job done. But I would have liked to have not been reminded that, oh yeah, this show is the show is made in 2026, even though I'm watching it in black and white. But that's it. They're just like minor critiques, really. Just the music could use some adjustment, and the CGI budget could be better, or they could give a shit about the VFX workers, but they're not going to do that. The story was intriguing, and it never bored me once, and the action was very well done, even when the CGI body doubles and the CG environments were very obvious. I really loved the costume design and the set design and the film noir filmmaking of it all. It was very cool. Nick Cage was so fucking funny and sad and weird, and just such great casting for this role. I love it. Buddy is really out here being a spider that happens to be a human. But he's not playing a man that got bit by a spider. He's playing a spider that got bit by a man in a way. He's like a spider trapped in a human's body. It's so weird. He has all these like weird abrupt twitches that he does. There's one point he's walking down the hallway and he just like with the fucking mandibles or whatever the hell they're called. It's so weird. And also he doesn't make like he has organic webbing like Toby Spider-Man. Like you even like see it like coming out of his hand at one point. He's like, it's so ugh. That shit grosses me out. I don't want to see that. The other cast and the characters were great, and I don't really feel like a single one was even wasted. It was a small cast, and they were used well. One of my favorites, there's this kid that sells newspapers, and he's got the funniest 1930s little voice on him. He's like, "What? I don't do this. What?" Or something like that was a bad example, but he's so fucking funny. He's always making wise ass jokes. And Spider-Noir's assistant, Janet, she like teaches him how to read at some point. And it's the first time he popped up holding the newspaper, I was like, please bring him back. That kid is clearly funny. And he was like there every other episode pretty much. Another standout though is the actor who played fucking Megawatt, which I never actually heard of the Megawatt villain. Ever had to look this up. He's a little known Spider-Man villain. Okay. Anyway, but the actor, like the voice that he chose to use, his mannerisms, I can't even mimic it. It's so good. Like you just like, it's so fucking good. It's just perfect. And now if we ever get Megawatt again, I think that character should be stuck with a voice like that because it's so good. Also, because so many superhero stories lately don't really do the whole origin story anymore, I didn't fully expect this one to, but they did retread the Spider-Man story, but they did it differently, and it felt like it was familiar, but in a refreshing way. It was so strange. Yeah, okay, spoilers here. Okay, so basically, Ben Reilly, Spider-Noir, well, actually, at the time of World War I, he was known by his birth name as Peter Parker. So after the war, then he changed his name to Ben Reilly. So anyway, basically, Ben Reilly, known at the time as Peter Parker, helped free a group of soldiers from being experimented on by the Germans. And in one of the rooms were beds of people just being pumped full of various animal whatever. They had like cages with like all kinds of random shit, and they were just like pumping them up. And Ben, little de-aged Nicolas Cage approaches one of the guys just laying there and attempts to free him, only to be met face to face with Man Spider. This dude was being pumped full with Spider whatever the hell, and it was like he has like 6 eyes popping out right here, and then when Ben picks up the blanket, it's the whole bottom part of the spider. I don't know what that's called. It was horrific. And then on top of that, the Man Spider, he grabs his wrist and then bites him. The man injected with the spider whatever the hell was having a terrible mutation, and he bit Ben, and that is what turned him into this universe's Spider-Man. And those other 3 guys, Sandman, Megawatt, and Tombstone, they were part of those soldiers that were in that place that he freed them from, that were being tested on. So that's how they got their powers. Not everyone else's are stable, so like they need a cure and all that, and that's like the whole point of the season, just like trying to help these 3 guys with their powers and get them stable again, realizing that Ben was the one that it actually worked on, and it whatever the hell. This shit had me glued to the fucking screen, because like it was its own murder mystery that also still had to do with, not really a murder mystery I guess, but it was its own mystery that just had to do also with this Spider-Man's origin story. And it didn't feel like retreading water. It felt like an actual fucking reinvention. And it was horrific too. It was nasty as hell. The way that like he turned into the spider and is like doing all this fucking... It was a grossly perfect reimagining. I loved it. Also, for a show that handled heavy topics and absurd superhero shit, it was actually pretty funny. And not like Marvel movie quip every 2 fucking seconds that nobody actually laughs at. Like this one actually had nuance to it. I mean, it has the Lamorne, whatever his name is, fucking Winston from New Girl. I forget his name off the top of my head, but he's in this. He's great. He plays Nicolas Cage's reporter friend. But it's like, it's actually just genuinely funny, and that doesn't pull you out of it. It feels like normal ways that just humans are funny. It's fucking hilarious. So if you can't tell, I fucking loved this show. My only complaints are the music was too modern for a show set in the 1930s, and the CGI could just use some work. The story was great, the performances were great, characters were well written, the action was great, the Spider-Man of it all was also solid. Like, it's just, I hope we get a second season of this, but also if this is a one-time thing, that's okay. I'm here for this just as a mini series if that's what happens. I honestly cannot wait to like forget about this in like 6 or 8 months or maybe a year and then watch it again. Actually, I won't forget about this because this was that good. I'll probably watch it before then. God damn. Jolly good show. All right. Spider-Noir is going to get a rating of 4.5 Spideys out of 5. Like and subscribe. Buy a sticker at yoRt.com if you're fucking cool. All right. Bye.